opinion. Hello, friends, and welcome back to the channel.
Or welcome to the channel if you're new.
Also, hello to the Warning Army.
Hello, everybody.
We got to meet some of you guys, and it was awesome.
Yes, it was.
So, we're going to kind of give you the brief, not the brief, but we're going to run through everything that we did on our way to the Bottom Lounge in Chicago, Illinois, to see the Warning. And that starts with our trip.
Yep.
Right?
That's the start of our trip.
The start of our trip.
Yeah.
So we are 3 hours away from the Bottom Lounge. Right? We had a cruise in front of us.
Yep.
We haven't been to Chicago in over 10 years
Almost
or so.
10 years.
Almost 10 years. We are getting hyped up. We're playing the Warning set list, right? So we found out what the set list was going to be. We did find out later on that they switched up one of the songs.
Yeah, when we got to the show, it was
And
different.
bewitched to us. So that was a nice little curveball. It was a song that we have never heard of. So
We still don't know what it is.
no, we're going to have to check it out, though, once we figure out what song that was. So, yeah, almost like a 3-hour drive. Pretty straightforward drive, though. Pretty long.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was long. It just didn't get bad until we hit traffic.
Until we hit the city limits.
Until you got close enough to the city where you're like, yep, this is exactly why I don't live here anymore.
Yeah. But once we were there, we knew it was almost time to get to the hotel, get situated. Hotel was about a half a mile from the Bottom Lounge. We were attempting to meet up with a couple people that we met through YouTube, subscribers, some friends.
Some that have joined our Discord as well.
Yeah, and didn't work out. They did have VIP, so they were called into the sound check early because they kind of pushed some things around, kind of like the day before, I think it was, wasn't it? Doors open at 6:30, then they got pushed to doors opening at 6, whatever it may be. So,
Adding a different opening band.
Yeah. Last minute opening band too, apparently. So we got to the hotel. It was a beautiful hotel.
Yeah, it was a very nice hotel.
Very nice hotel. And it was a long drive, so we were kind of like, let's just recharge the batteries a little bit. We had time. I think it was only 2 o'clock-ish,
Yes.
give or take.
You probably see some of that footage of us in the hotel room now.
Yeah. So we got to the hotel, got ready to leave, so we posted this video. We're recording.
We're recording.
So we made it.
Yay! We're actually in Chicago. We're about a half a mile from the venue.
Where the Warning is.
Gonna play tonight.
Yeah. 2.5 hour drive.
3
hour drive, roughly. We went and checked out some of the old stomping grounds, which I'm sure you saw already, because that's the way I'm going to edit this video. But we wanted to, record all the stuff we're doing and vlogging it, and we're in the hotel room, and I think in a minute here we're going to go head towards the venue.
Hanging out.
Recharging all of the batteries on our phones and our
Driving
bodies.
3 hours was kind of blah.
Bah.
And, living in Phoenix for 10 years and then now living in the middle of nowhere, we don't have traffic. And then once we hit traffic, it's,
We remembered.
We remembered why we moved to the middle of nowhere. So.
It's nice to see the old architecture, though. That's always cool sight to see.
I missed a lot of that stuff. We did go to my favorite bakery and they were out of my tchotchkes, so I didn't get to get any.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I didn't need them.
Also, as you saw, we pulled into Pete's, was the old hot dog joint we used to
frequent for many years.
Same people still work there. The owner was there,
he was
there.
He made our pizza puffs.
Food was so good.
So good.
We had a good time.
Everything we remembered it being.
Yeah.
So
good trip so far.
And
then we got the grand finale coming up.
Decent weather. Not too hot.
Hotel's nice. The room's nice.
The room's pretty cool.
You can see we got some cool artwork back there. fingers crossed, we can see Rudy and maybe get a meet and greet.
He's crazy.
Worth a shot.
He
never
thinks
know.
we're gonna get a meet and greet.
But either way.
Oh, it's not gonna happen, but it's okay.
Either way, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun because we're gonna be up close and personal in a little venue, and we get to see him do some good stuff. So
Yep. We're jacked up. Like I said, we're recharging the batteries, just kind of stretching out, relaxing, and figured we'd record a little bit, and then we will do a post-show recording as well. So at this point, depending on how it all goes out, you'll see some shots of us at the show. Us at the front, and
but it'll be different quality because we're not taking the camera.
no, we're not taking cameras. So it's gonna be on the phone, but you'll see. So until after the show.
Bye. Hope to see some of you there.
See ya.
Bye.
Well, not see. Hopefully.
Deuces.
Hopefully we saw you there, because this isn't live.
I know.
So it's like hopefully we see you there. Like we're already. Okay, bye.
Bye.
We did say in there that we were going to do a post-show reaction video, whatever you want to call it. We were
Exhausted.
exhausted. We were very tired. As soon as we got in the hotel room, we were clothes, shoes, socks, like the whole nine were coming off. We were going to bed. We were toast. So that's why this is now Monday, a couple days later.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
We're old, right? We drove 3 hours, then we stood in line for 2 hours, then we stood for the majority of the show.
Mhm.
And it was hot in there, and there was a lot of people in there, and our feet hurt, and our backs hurt, and our bodies hurt. And then we walked from the hotel, and then we had to walk back to the hotel, which wasn't far, but walking back when your feet already hurt, your
Yeah.
heels hurt from standing.
Yeah.
It was not the most pleasant walk back, but we walked really fast to get it over with.
Yeah.
So, and we were just tired.
So yeah, we were supposed to meet up with G-Man and Old Man Yenny at the Kaiser Tiger.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, when we got that message, it was already past that time. And again, they got called up for the to do the sound check. So when we got there, they were gone. But we ended up running into Old Man Yenny and G-Man.
We certainly did.
As soon as we turned the corner and we got to the front entrance, there was our boy Yenny, arms wide open.
And he had given us these wonderful little things
These things are awesome.
that have the dates on there and the city we were in. Oh, where's mine? Mine's off camera. And then the dates on the back. So these are pretty cool
This was-
little commemorative things that he made for everybody.
Very cool. Right off the bat, like we're like, okay, that was cool.
Yeah.
So thank you, Yenny.
Very much.
Appreciate that so much. Then at that point, we were all kind of just hanging out, and then we met G-Man. G-Man, super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody was so cool that we met that was there. Hung out with them, talked to them a bit, and
And
then
then the VIPs got put into their line to go inside.
they started.
And the rest of us who didn't have a VIP had to stand outside underneath Chicago's lovely L train on Lake Street. So
Yeah.
the first time you hear it go by, you're like, oh, look, it's the L. And then the second time, you're like, oh, look, it's the L. And then the third time, you're like, oh, look, it's the L. So we stood out there for 2 hours listening to the L go by about every 10 minutes, one in each direction. So
the cool thing, though.
the nostalgia wore off really quickly.
The cool thing about that is we weren't that far away from the front door, so we got there. I would say pretty good timing,
Yeah, because I would say there was 20 people in front of us.
if that. Yeah,
But the
especially
line,
when they split the line. The VIP,
Yeah.
a bunch of people that were in this line stepped over there, so we actually got to get closer.
the line ended up going like around the block.
There is a video that I think I took some screenshots of it, but Rudy, the warning manager, did a Instagram video. He walked the line. We're in that video, so I'm gonna add a couple screenshots of that. So, but standing in that line, it was cool as hell, because we had quite a few people walk up and talk to us. They said they'd seen us on YouTube. They watch our videos. Thought that was super cool.
Super cool.
And then just to exchange the stories, like, oh yeah, this is our fourth time seeing them. I'm like, that's awesome. And of course, the shirt I had on said our very first The Warning Show. Everybody was like, is that that true? And I was like, yeah, this is it. This is our very first time. And with that, we tried. I shot my shot.
Not we.
I did. I tried to purchase a VIP meet and greet. I asked the security guys who were going up and down the lines. I even asked Rudy himself. Fortunately, it didn't work out.
They weren't selling any extra.
They weren't selling
didn't
any
have
extra.
any extra.
I was also hoping there was a part where Rudy was, because the tour bus was right next to us. Like, we were in line, the tour bus was right next to us. Rudy was getting the merch and stuff out of the back of the trailer, and one of the boxes exploded pretty much and just shot the autographed pictures and T-shirts and stuff all over the place. I jumped in and helped him, got everything situated, put up on the dolly. The coolest part now, and I think I might put the pictures in here, while we were in line, the sisters came out to their trailer, so we got to see Allie, Pau, and Danny literally 20 feet from us get into the trailer, so that works for me.
I mean, yeah.
That's the closest, and then seeing them in person, very, 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 very first time, just casually in street clothes, walking up into their trailer. It was cool as hell.
There's a lot of people that were VIPs. I don't know what the set number of passes were, but
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was that big of a line.
no,
honestly.
it didn't.
Like, it almost ended where we were. And like I said, we were maybe 20, 25,
So I think
30
maybe
people.
there were 30 VIPs,
Yeah.
like 30 to 40 maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
But it was cool.
So-
We got to see him, got to see Rudy, which was, it was just cool overall. Just,
wearing his Cubs hat.
standing in line for a concert and you're getting to see the girls and their manager and stuff that
The ladies.
kind of see the sisters. It was cool. So it was kind of just nice to be able to experience that while standing in line.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the sun was starting to creep up onto us.
It was really hot. It
The
was
L train
humid,
was pissing us off.
and it was blowing dirt all over us.
Yep.
Because we were standing there for so long.
But we did get to meet a lot of you guys out there. So
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Very cool.
If you guys walked up and said hello to us, thank you. It was very awesome meeting you
For
guys.
all of the support and for saying hello.
Yes. So that was us in line. Now we're going into the show. Here you'll see the pictures of us in the show.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see a little selfie of us standing, proving that we were there.
I mean, there's proof we were there.
There's proof. We had a stopped in. We got a drink. We checked out the merch booth. We were hoping for more.
We were hoping for a concert.
We were hoping
tour
a
T-shirt.
tour T-shirt. But it wasn't.
There wasn't. There's
But-
one on their website, but I was hoping for one there.
We ended up towards the end buying a bunch of stuff anyway, so didn't matter. So we had a great spot. We were maybe like 6 people off the rail.
Kind of in the middle.
Yeah, because we were told in line that the last time they were at the show, they stood in front of the Bay side, the LA side.
And then they couldn't hear.
And they couldn't hear, so we're like, let's stay away. Let's kind of, aim up towards the middle. So while standing there, we had a couple people walk up, say we watched your videos. So nice to see you guys here. So
Yeah.
nice to meet you.
And it was also the one gentleman's first time seeing them.
Yes, it was his time as well. So if you're watching this, I don't remember if we exchanged like what your name was and everything. So
But we don't remember, and we apologize.
yeah. So if you're watching, just comment. Let me know who you were. 'Cause
You know, the real tall guy with the
real
red
tall
shoes.
guy with the bandmate shirt.
Yeah, the bandmate shirt.
Yeah, yeah. And also the gentleman with his family outside, it was gone in 60 something. I can't remember the last part. It might have been when the L train was going by, but it was gone in something. Gone in 60 something. If you're watching, just hello. Just tell us what your name was.
Hello, we're really bad at remembering your name the first time around.
Pretty much. So we get in there. Now everybody's starting to file in. We see old man Yenny's up here on the left-hand side. And, there's some pictures of me taking pictures of Yenny. So after that, we got a drink and we're standing, like we said, where we were. And everybody's kind of starting to file in, slowly. More and more people showing up. And we were kind of, we were chilling. We were in our spot. We weren't going anywhere. Then next thing you know, we see G-Man from like dead center, like second person from the rail, lean back and say, "You two, come here, come up here."
With another gentleman, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan
Keith.
Keith. I remember that one.
Well, 'cause-
It's my cousin's name.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like, okay. So we worm our way up to the front.
A lot of people were not happy.
Now we
Now
apologize
we feel
for that.
bad.
We apologize for that. If you guys are watching this, we apologize for cutting in front of you guys. We didn't know what we were doing. But they had 2 open spots for us, and we barely fit in
There
there.
were no open spots. They made room.
We were there. We were 3 people off the rail. We were like, okay, this is cool. This is very cool. Well, the problem was we were done with our first drink. At this point, there was too many people behind us. We didn't want to be those guys who just like cut through, grab drinks, and then cut back into the front. It just all happened so quick. We had a drink. We were drinking it. We were up in the front. We were done with our drinks, and then it's like everybody was behind us, and we're like, okay.
And to be honest, being up in the front is the least place for me to be.
So the opening band started. Ganser.
The local Chicago band,
Yeah.
a little punk rockish.
Lot of effects and stuff. Keyboardist.
Yeah. Synth stuff, like, I don't know, it was
Yeah.
like synthy punk.
Was not our cup of tea.
Nope.
No hate. Just
But,
it
the
was-
crowd liked them and they got some really good applause and stuff.
They got the crowd worked up and ready for the warning. So sit through. As you can see, there's probably some video clips or pictures showing now. We were up in the front for that opening band. We were kind of talked like, once the opening band's done, maybe we can walk out, get something, and come back. Maybe the crowd will kind of do the same. Band ended. Nobody moved.
We thought it would open up a little bit. Like, if
little bit.
everyone was just to move an inch, it would have been much better.
Yeah.
But at this point now, 2 people had kind of gotten in front of me, and now I'm hitting this poor lady next to me constantly, and now I can't move my arms.
Yeah.
And I'm pouring with sweat.
Yeah.
And I don't like feeling like that.
So it got hot. Got
I have a
hot
slight
quick.
claustrophobia.
And it's been a long time since we did a standing room only concert or show or anything, right?
Yeah, Chevelle,
So-
it's whatever.
You realize how quickly
Your feet hurt?
tight it is. You can't move. It's not like you can shift your weight and like keep a leg up and let it rest for a bit and then shift back. You can't move.
So I just turned around and I told Chuck, I can't stay here.
Yeah.
I can't do this. I can't be up here. And when we turned around, the whole room was packed.
Packed.
And it was like, well, we should have stayed where we were initially.
Yeah.
But
But to be fair, like when we listened to the opening band, and we were so close to it, all we felt was the bass and the thump of the drums,
in the chest.
and we couldn't hear or make out like what they were
it was
saying.
really difficult to hear her singing.
Right. So-
It just sounded like a bunch of Charlie Brown adults
Yeah.
talking with
It
a
was
lot
hard
of
to
loud
make out-
music.
Hard to make out anything. So
I didn't want to not enjoy
Right.
the warning, and I
Right.
think had we stayed there again, if everyone would have just moved an inch, I would have been fine. Like, just open it up. But it had gotten so hot, like the backs of my legs were sweating.
Yeah.
It was so hot.
it was a close.
Like, I started
quarters.
to feel like I was gonna have
Yeah.
heat stroke if I would have stayed there.
So the best decision was get out of there. We went back, got some water.
We
Got some
could
cool
found
air.
a spot where you could feel the cold air coming.
Yeah, and then
And then we actually went out into the front part of because there's like a restaurant bar in
Mm.
the front and then the stage in the back. So we went out front to like get some real air,
Yeah.
use a different restroom, and then just sit for a minute.
yeah.
And then a
just
gentleman
chill.
came out and said,
Yeah, he'd kind of come running
I
out,
watch your videos.
running out towards the bathroom and stops and he points at us like, in our opinion, we're like, hey, how are you doing? And then he proceeded onto the bathroom. So that was super cool.
Because then the other guy was like looking, the guy sitting over there was like looking like, who are they?
Yeah, we're nobody.
No. But it was funny.
It was so cool though, just to have be like, I watch your videos. Like, oh, thank you, appreciate it. We're here. We finally did it. So yeah, after that we kind of rested a little bit, and then I think we got another drink. Went back into the show, the stage part, and we kind of found a spot, kind of back off left. You'll see in the video here. This is the time that the ladies, the sisters, the warning came out and we saw them with our own eyes.
Yep, but so I'm short. So those of you that met me saw I'm like 5'5", so I don't really see much. So everyone's pretty much in my way. And then there was one gentleman in front of me that no matter where I moved, he moved back and with me. So like I could never get a really good, like I'm Team Danny, so I didn't really get to see her as much as I wanted to, but Chuck got some video so I could see it better. But most of the show I was watching LA because she's tall and I could see her.
Yeah, so band came out and you'll see in that video, like as soon as they hit the stage, somebody holds up a sign with flashing lights on it.
And everyone's yelling, "Put it
And
down!"
it blocks like half the stage because it's a small venue, so and we're behind it. As soon as it went up, we're like, "What the?" And then a couple people
We're yelling
put
to
the
put
sign down. We're like, yeah, kind of rude, but okay.
But it is what it is. It's fine. They didn't hold it up the whole time. They took it down. They held it up a couple more times, but then
apart from that, the Warning hit the stage, and they hit the stage hard.
they did.
They came out and did what they did. They do what they do, and they tore it up. Like to watch them on video is one thing, and I know everybody has said this in all the comments. You see them live, it's completely different. It's an experience, and to see three people on stage and have what came off of that stage and out of those speakers sounded like there was 50,000 musicians on that stage. Punching you in the face.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like more than 3 people up there.
It was insane.
But that's what makes them special because not a lot of bands can do that. You see some bands that don't have such a big sound and there's like 10 people on stage.
Right. Yeah, you have six musicians on stage and
3 singers
it's
and
just,
a backup singer.
Yeah, and you're kind of like, okay, what the hell's going on here?
Right.
But they 3 of them came out. And tore the roof off this place.
Yep.
They sounded so good, so tight. Like I said it in the videos we watched before, but like seeing it live and Pow just beating the hell out of those drums. Everybody's on key. Everybody's on time.
Mayday, mayday, this ship is going down. Lost inside my thoughts again. Everything hollow to break down. Let me hear ya!
it was mind blowing. It was absolutely mind blowing to see them live, to hear them live, and witness them live.
Yes, it's definitely a check off my bucket list.
Yeah,
To actually enjoy
and
them
even
live.
we weren't up on the stage where we were. You heard everything perfectly.
I won't say goodbye. I won't survive a fall. I won't say goodbye. I won't survive a fall. There's something pulling me away, something criminal, but I can't fight it. Won't you tell me what to say, or pull me in and keep me nice and quiet? Closer in the clear. Just kill the noise, but you fill my void. Give it all up, would you beat my senses? You know you love it. You love it when I need you. Do you need me? Yeah. You know I love it. I love it when you keep me. And you leave me begging for more.
But yeah, it got to the point where if you couldn't go from stage left to stage right, because there was just no lanes, there was no point of travel.
And the
You had
same
to-
guy kept going back and forth and bumped into me every single time.
That was the one thing we realized too. Is like, how are these people so drunk?
They were so, like, the show hadn't even started
Yes.
and they were so drunk. So I think that they got really drunk before the show so they could get as close as they could and not lose their spot.
That's
Whereas
probably what
we had a drink and then we wanted to go get another one. Because, I mean, again, we haven't been to a standing room only concert in, I'd say, at least 7 years.
Yeah.
Every concert we've been to recently, we've had seats. So you just get up and come and go as you please. But
Yeah.
we forget how this is. And then we realize maybe we're too old to do standing room only shows.
Yeah.
because-
There was a part, I think it was at Enter Sandman, it got to the point where we were just getting pushed around and beat up by people just drunk, bumping into us and trying to get by.
Some
and
lady
everything.
like body slammed me, and I
Yeah.
wasn't even in the way.
Yeah.
I wasn't even in the between me and the person behind me was a good person fit
Mm-hmm.
through area, and this woman body checked me to the point where Chuck had to grab me because she hit me so hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at that point, we decided let's go back out to the restaurant and
Take a
just
breath.
Take a breath.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Maybe get some water and
And
just.
then at that point, we saw G-Man come out.
G-Man.
G-Man was kind of going through the same stuff we were. He was still up at the front, but again, close quarters. You can't move. You can't rest on nothing. You can't take the weight or pressure off your back and legs and feet. And I had back surgery. I have rods and screws and shit in my back. So it kind of got to that point where my back started hurting to where I was like, I need to get off my feet. I need to sit down for a second. And we hung out with G-Man out in the restaurant for a song. Then we went back in, and at that point, you couldn't go anywhere.
You could. We just walked in the door, and that's where you had to stand.
So that. This video here that you're seeing, we stopped the recording. I think before Enter Sandman, we stepped out. We came back in. And
And
I
they're
was like,
playing Narcissista.
Narcissista, and I'm like, I'm not recording anymore. I just want to enjoy the last of the show because we knew there was only 3 songs left.
No, it was Narcissista and then Evolve, and that was the end of it. Yes?
No, there was Narcissista, the Malatori. I'm probably saying that wrong.
And then Evolve was the
and then
encore.
Evolve was the encore. So I just took a little video to, I think it was Evolve. I think it's what the
Because
last
those
thing
two
I
girls
recorded.
were going crazy.
And yeah, so we walked in the door and we couldn't go any farther. So what you're seeing on that video is as far in as we can get. And then, like she said, there's 2 girls in front of us just going ape shit crazy, dancing, and just bumping into people. And it was like, okay, this is crazy.
Without a care in the world.
Yeah. So as soon as Evolve was done, we watched them take their bow. They took their pictures. We're not into pictures because I saw the pictures they posted. We're not in them. Hell of a show. 150,000 times we would go back and see them again.
Yes.
The show itself was fire. It was on point. Blew our minds. To think that we love them so much, seeing their videos, to expanding on that to see them live.
But still not even having listened to their full catalog because
So-
we're still doing reactions to their stuff.
Yes.
So there was a couple of songs we didn't know, like Kool-Aid Kids.
Yeah.
We didn't know
Z.
that. Well, they didn't play Z.
They didn't. No, they
They
played
took
Z.
Z out and put in-
Was it Divide? I think that's what G-Man said. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was Divide was left out, and then they played the different song. I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I don't, because they didn't
Yeah.
announce the names of the songs, and then
Everybody knew them.
everybody knew them except for us,
Except for us.
because we haven't listened
Yeah.
to the full catalog so that we could do the videos,
Yeah.
which sucks and is good all at the same time. But I want to catch up, but there's some days just not enough hours in the day to catch
But
up.
I do
on it.
think at this point, because we realize it's the Evolve tour, so the album Evolve, now we can listen to that whole album. And that would be Queens of Murder Scene, and now Evolve. And then we got to go back and check out some of their other stuff. But yes, I mean, absolutely phenomenal group. They killed it on stage. They sounded phenomenal. There's nothing bad to say at all.
10 out of 10 would highly recommend. Would do it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I would drive into the city of Chicago. It depends
No,
on the
yeah,
venue. I guess but if they were playing it, now I'm going to call it something that no one's going to know, but if they were to play it like Rosemont Horizon or the United Center, like I
Hell,
would,
even Tinley Park,
the World
Yeah.
or the
Tweeter Center, whatever the hell it's called now.
or
If
even
you're
if
there,
it was the Metro, I might go back to the Metro. I don't
Yeah.
know.
yeah,
I don't know.
all
But the
depends.
Metro's standing room only, so I don't know.
it all depends. So great show, 100%. We're going to see them again whenever we can.
Yes.
After the show, as soon as Evolved, I said they did their bow, they took their picture. We immediately, because we were right by the door,
So we just went out.
we went out to the restaurant. We sat there and hung out, had a couple more people come out and say we watched your videos, so it was really cool to meet them. So we hung out with them. We talked to them for a little bit, kind of let the crowd go out. I did sneak back in to try to get one more picture of the stage. Security kind of wasn't having it, but I took the picture anyway.
Not really sure why. There was nothing going on.
I just wanted to see.
No, I mean them.
Oh yeah, the security, they were uptight. Like they were like, no. I'm like, nothing happening. I just wanted to take a picture, you know. But whatever. But we did hit the merch booth before the end of the show.
Yeah, and I spent a lot of money that we shouldn't have spent, but we did anyway.
We got I got this shirt. I got
a
the
hooded zip up.
The zip up.
One of their reusable canvas bags.
Yeah, we had to get the canvas bag because we had this shirt,
My hoodie.
the hoodie, and then we also bought this. So we didn't get to meet them, but you know what? It's all right. We got their autographs,
Yeah.
and we saw them outside of the stage, going onto the tour bus.
We saw them live on stage, so
We saw them live on stage.
it's all good.
So our journey from our first reaction video to this concert has been awesome. Getting to talk to people and meet people at the show, to then experience the show, to even posting that little video I put up on YouTube Shorts, and everybody wanting to know, I want to know what you thought. I want to hear what you guys think. Somebody even said, I just saw them for the first time last week. I can't wait to compare notes. There you go. It's so fucking amazing that we got to see them.
Yeah.
It's
And Danny
mind-blowing.
is so vibrant live on stage, so full of energy, jumping around,
And Pow too, man. She G-Man put it best. She's a showman. When she's so try to get the word right. Charismatic.
yeah.
Usually most drummers you see they're doing
they're
this,
just drumming.
but like she moves her body around and she does this thing and she flips her hair and looks at you.
And she sings.
And she sings.
A
It
whole
sounds
song.
phenomenal.
A whole song.
Even like Ale, we know Ale and her little hair flip, her little head bob and stuff like that, and Danny doing her. It's, I don't know. We can go on, but it was awesome.
It was awesome. I definitely want to see them again, hopefully in a bigger venue where it's not a lot of people are overwhelming to me, so a part of it got a little overwhelming, and maybe we can all just sit down.
So I'll just sit down.
Just all sit down. I mean, you could get up there, like, just everyone have their own assigned space to be in. They should have, like, put markers on the floor. Like, this is where you stand.
Right. Overall Warning experience, I absolutely had a blast. Had such a great time. Even, like I said, meeting some of you guys really made the whole trip special. And we're very, very grateful and thankful that we did get to talk to you guys and see you guys and meet you guys and experience this band together.
So now we can put a face to your comments.
Yep. So now we know when.
Now we know what you look like. No,
Now-
I'm just kidding.
Dude.
Just
But,
kidding.
It was a very special trip. It's been a very special journey. We've had a blast doing it, and we're not done yet.
Not done yet.
We
And
got
then
so much more.
here's Chuck's going to put in some pictures of us leaving the city.
Yes. So we got some nice shots.
Because we
of
had
the
to go
skyline.
farther into downtown to get to 9094 to come back around
Yeah.
to get to the highway to go home. And we left Chicago really early in the morning. It wasn't even 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But there was still so much traffic. 290
We're
was
s-
still
We're so glad
bumper to
we live,
bumper.
we live where we live because it was a while since we've been to the city. Second we got there, we realized why we're not
The
there anymore.
the second you got to like within a 50-mile radius,
Yeah.
traffic, just
As soon
total
as,
traffic.
As soon as we hit it, we're like, this is.
And I'm like, it's
horseshit.
noon on Saturday. Where are all these fuckers going? Go home. It's noon on Saturday.
Go home. We have a band to see.
We have
and you're
stuff to
stopping
do.
us.
And then I got off like in our old neighborhood on a busy street that's just like the worst.
Yeah.
So we cut through a bunch of we drove past a bunch of old family houses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see, but it'll be a while before I go up there again.
Yeah. We talked about it after us and Yenny and G-Man sitting there like, this is probably the last small venue show that they'll probably do. They're doing shows with Guns N' Roses, who, whether you're a fan of Guns N' Roses or not, you're opening for Guns N' Roses. That's huge. So we can't see them doing. I would be shocked if they do any more of these small type venues.
I mean, you never
They
know.
deserve.
No, they deserve.
They deserve Wembley.
But sometimes
shit.
the smaller shows are just more intimate and more
and they are.
friendly to the.
Even like I said, even where we were standing, like there wasn't a bad spot apart from 2 feet inside the door, where half the bar is blocking your view.
Right, and all you literally can see is LA.
LA, yeah, and but it was just nice to all be there together and experience that. We're still hyped from it, even though it was 2 days later. It's just like
And we're still really tired.
we're still very tired. Yeah. So that's it.
That's it.
That's our story. Those are our notes. Thank you guys.
So leave us
so
your
much.
notes.
Yeah, leave us your notes. Tell us what you thought. Tell us if you saw us there.
Yeah.
And if we talked, let us know so we can remember everybody, because there was a lot of you.
Yeah.
Threw us off. We weren't ready for that. We were honestly, G-Man and Yenny were the only ones we were really talking to. And then we kind of had a lot of people saying, I saw you and I seen you and da-da-da. I'm like, okay. A little overwhelming.
Yeah, really
But very
not
cool.
expected, but really
Very
nice
cool.
to see that
Yeah.
people,
No, we do appreciate it.
people watch our channel.
Yeah, we do
A
appreciate
little
it.
bit.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, so there you have it. We saw the warning
we saw the warning.
off the bucket list. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
If you liked the video, like it. And if you don't like the video,
Don't be a dick. God, it's been so long since I said that.
it's been a while.
Don't be a dick. There's nothing bad you could say. This is us talking about our experience. If you don't like the warning, which I don't know how you couldn't, you don't have to say rude things in our comments.
No.
You can disagree with us, of course, respectfully, but just don't be a fucking dick.
We're throwing the fucking in there now?
Today I am.
All right. You heard it. Don't be a fucking dick. Yeah, like, share, comment, all that stuff. And I hope you enjoyed it. And then we'll catch you for the next videos.
Bye.
Bye.